Thank you for joining us today on A Certain Sound. We are in the book of Romans, chapter 12. We're going to begin reading at verse 2. He says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." What Paul is telling the Romans is that because of all that Jesus has done for them, for all that God has meant to them, the mercies of God are so numerous, friend, we can't count them, can we? It's because of his mercies that we are not consumed. Great is thy faithfulness. Friend, the truth of the matter is, we should have the incentive as Christians to want to present our bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto God. That means to yield my members as instruments of righteousness unto him. The word yield means to give way to someone else. Someone else has the right of way in my life. His name is Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit. Give him full sway in your life. When you're coming down an on-ramp onto the highway and it says yield to oncoming traffic, that means they have the right of way. You have to wait. Friend, when the Holy Spirit is in control and I'm yielding my members as instruments of righteousness to him, that means he has the right of way. That means I wait for him. That's great. That's phenomenal. You got to see it. He says, because of the mercies of God, present your bodies. He doesn't say, do you think you could? No, he says, do it. In other words, that means you can. That means you can present yourself to him today. Don't let the devil tell you you can't do that. Don't let the devil say to you, I cannot present my body a living sacrifice. Well, of course you can. You can pray this. You can say, Lord, take my hands and let them move at the impulse of thy love. Take my will, make it thine. It shall be no longer mine. You can do that. I can do that. Please hear me today. I want to know what the good, acceptable, and perfect will of God is for my life. Then maybe it's time that I come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing. That's what he said. Friend, the word goes on. And be not conformed to this world. Well, if you're presenting yourself as a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto him, which is your reasonable worship or service, well then, not being conformed to this world follows naturally. Don't be conformed to this world. So if I'm presenting myself, that's going to help me not be conformed to this world. Well, what does conformed mean? Glad you asked. The word conform is a Greek word, and it means this. It means to assume an outward expression, okay, that is not representative of what's on the inside. To assume an outward expression that doesn't match what I am on the inside. And he says, namely, the world is the outside source, okay? It's the world that is covering up the Jesus within you. He says, don't, and actually the word is stop being conformed to this world. He's telling the Romans, this is what you're doing. You're not presenting yourself a living sacrifice, and you're allowing the world to squeeze you into its mold, and you're taking on an outward expression that is not representative of who you are. He's just saying, Jerry, that's not who you are, buddy. That's not who you are in there. I'm living in you. That's not me in you. That's the world squeezing you into its mold. Friend, why are you not giving in to him? Let me just say it this way, friends. We must, in every way, shape, and form, every part of our lives, surrender to him and say, everything I have belongs to you. Let me just say this. Be not conformed to this world. Don't allow the world to squeeze you into its mold so that you assume an outward expression that is not representative of who you are on the inside. Don't let the world do that. Friend, it's up to you. You and I can say right now, Jesus, be Jesus in me. Help me to express outwardly who Jesus is to me on the inside.
Thank you for watching A Certain Sound Daily Video Devotional. A Certain Sound is a production of Word of Truth Christian Center in Bowling Green, Ohio. For more information or to listen to the 1-hour internet radio program titled Truth Talk, visit us online at www.wordoftruthbg.org. You can also write to us at Word of Truth Christian Center, 1163 Napoleon Road, Bowling Green, Ohio, 43402, or send an email to wotcc@wordoftruthbg.org. When writing, be sure to ask how to get a complimentary CD of a Sunday morning message preached at Word of Truth Christian Center. For Word of Truth Christian Center and A Certain Sound Daily Video Devotional, I'm Sonetta. God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow.